next up, another look at the chord progression. This starts off with the kind of 1, 6, 3, 5, and then goes to 1, 3, 6, 4 in the key of G. So yeah, in the key of G, then G is a tonic, so 1, the 6 is E minor, the 3 is B minor, and the 5 is D. We also had on this kind of second 4-chord sequence there, we had the 4 chord, C. So this is a cool look at an example of a chord progression where it's in a major key, here, G, but you've got 2 minor chords following that, so it gives it a much darker tonality and feel. So the 6th chord is E minor, which is the relative minor in the key of G. You've got the 3 chord, the B minor, and then the 5 chord, the D, which resolves naturally very well back to the 1 chord, the G. Second time around I've got G, and here it's then 3 to then the 6, so 3 B minor, 6 E minor, and then just to give it a little bit of difference here, C, the 4 chord, then back to the 1 chord, the G. A little tip here, so it's a very good idea to think about whatever chord you're playing. So here we're playing a G. From that root note, think about where, in terms of location on the fretboard, the 3rd of that chord is. Because to make a chord, you need the 3rd, the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. So look at it like this. You know how to play a G chord, yeah? So that you've got the root on the 3rd fret of the low E. Your index finger is on the 2nd fret of the A string. That's the 3rd. So 1st, 3rd, and if you think about your kind of major scale, 1, 2, 3. So from the 1st, the tonic, to the 3rd, you go down 1 string and back towards the headstock 1 fret. And then the 3rd is 1, 2, 3 frets up from that. Sorry, the 5th, sorry. 1st, 3rd, 5th. When you start looking at that, you can start looking at arpeggios across the neck. So let's say, pick another key then, key that I wouldn't play in necessarily very often, key of B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the B. The 2nd will be there. The 3rd, so we go 1 string down, 1 fret back towards the headstock. So B. So that's a D sharp. Now we know the 4 and a 5, you can just go, so for a 4, down 1 string, and for a 5, down 1 string, 2 frets towards the body. So G, D. So again, let's look at that B. B. So if we're transposing this, B. So for the 6 chord, we go down 3 frets. 1, 2, 3, G sharp, minor. So we've got B. So B, so you'd go down half, 1 fret. For the 7th, 2 frets a full step for the 6th, yeah? B, G sharp minor, then it went to the 3 chord, so B, we said look, down 1 string, back 1 fret, so that's that, it's the D sharp, minor, and the 5 chord, so down 1 string to the A string, up 2 frets towards the body. That's the 5. With an F sharp. So in G, it's like G. And to B. So a pretty cool little lesson. It's like you don't necessarily need to memorize the notes on the fretboard. Yes, you should know some. You should definitely know the notes on the low E and the A because a lot of chords will be rooted there. But think about positions and relations between, say, the root and the 3rd, the root, the 4th and the 5th, and also the root and the 6th as well is very good. So I never play in the key of B, and if you were to ask me, okay, what's the 6th degree, or what's the 4th or the 5th degrees in the key of B, I would need to think about it rather than just tell you straight away. But with that kind of positional thinking, then you can very easily work it out just from the positions on the guitar, which is cool. And that's based on, you know, your G open chord, the root, and the 3rd. Which, if we look at C as well, is another good example. C, and the position we can see it's down 1 string, back 1 fret. E is the 3rd, and if we think C, D, E, whole step between those, and that's the 3rd. It works perfectly well.